Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with Virginia Tech's head coach pregame. He knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Golden Bears ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Straight ahead, it's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. JKS. He's going to take a shot right away. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Freeze. Changing the routes with his receivers. Sangapolitelli from the gun on third down. He's got it. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on fourth down. Listen, when it's fourth and short and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
On the move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long.
Here we go. Ready to go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Keeping his eyes downfield. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Bringing it out. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Sangapolitelli, play action. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Look out! Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They were all over it.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Trucks through the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Fires to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making the adjustment. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That's caught. It's Reynolds. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
7, Cal, 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Still looking. He's going to fire to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Maybe some room here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on their quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Out wide right, it's Reynolds. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Lining up for the PAT. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Right at the line. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Drops back on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. Nice move to keep running. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Took a shot as he threw.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Overton. Nowhere to go.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Extending the play. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hokies. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sangapolatelli. They're all over him. Just gets rid of that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. It's a draw.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down.
Go.
4th down, Sangapolatelli. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Throwing Sangapolatelli. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Sangapolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
He'll try to do it himself. Past the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the play. JKS. Rushes on. Just got rid of that one.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. There he goes. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you.
He's got it way down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, the ground game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Hawkins.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go. Go.
Handoff again. Enough to move the chains. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Hawkins. Down he goes.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
3rd and 8. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Motion from the wideout. right back to the well.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Sangapolitelli. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Quick strike through the air for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Throwing, Sangapolitelli. Takes the easy completion. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Run inside. It's Marshall. Got the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
3rd and long coming up. Quick give. It's Overton. Crosses the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are